First of all, I'm curious, did you watch any of last night's game between the Rams and the Seahawks?
Yeah, I watched a little bit. Just a little bit, though.
So how does it feel? I mean, I know you guys are focused on your own business, but how does it feel knowing now you guys control the path? If you guys win out, you're the number 1 seed.
I say it's fun. First of all, to know that. Second of all, just we don't treat it like no other news. We just go hard, go to work like we do every other week.
Did you get to catch the 2-point conversion, the really weird 2-point conversion where they called it incomplete, then it was a lateral, and they ended up getting it?
Did I see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. That was crazy. That was crazy. No, like I definitely came on my seat for that one. Like, what in the world just happened? For sure.
What did it teach you about something that you could maybe apply?
Man, I always pick up the ball, for sure, especially if it's in the end zone.
When you look at this Colts defense, what are some of the challenges that you guys are going to face on Monday night?
Just like with any other team, you got to come out there and give it your all. You got to execute, and we can't shoot ourselves in the foot.
Jauan, how close have you been able to talk with BA this season, and just what are your hopes for him?
I saved your life.
Thank you. It's
Twice.
Just telling him, keep his head up. That's my brother before football, always. Just hoping his health is great. That's kind of like the last message I told y'all about. Just always want my brother to heal up.
George always kind of says, really the only one who really says that the offense needs to score a lot of points week in and week out for this team to be successful. And you guys, do you kind of feel the same way? And how do you feel like you guys are kind of
I don't have any thoughts about what we need to do as an offense. I just go out there and play hard and just try to execute.
All right, yeah, first off, did you watch Thursday Night Football, and what did you think of the game?
Yeah, it was a great game. I'm happy that the Seahawks took care of business. It was a great game. There's a lot of great players playing at a high level. Puka Nacua, he was lights out yesterday. I'm just happy. I'm happy the Seahawks won. Now we able to compete for that number 1 seed. And then everything got to come through Santa Clara.
Does that feel weird to even say I'm happy the Seahawks won?
Yes, it feels weird. I honestly don't even want to say it, but I'm happy you guys took care of business.
Have you ever seen a 2-point conversion or any kind of play like that where it was incomplete and then it was a lateral?
Yeah, that was crazy. Honestly, I didn't know what happened. I'm like, well, how did they get the 2? But then after they explained everything and then replayed it, and I was like, oh wow, that's like a kick in the dick.
Have you had defensive coaches kind of give you that rule that if the ball's on the ground and you didn't know how it got there, just go ahead and pick it up anyway?
Oh yeah, for sure. My rookie year, my second year when D'Amico was here, a play happened like that. It was against the Rams. It was a game probably one of my best games as my second year against the Rams. I think I got a sack that game. But Matt Stafford, he had tried to throw the ball and it was a fumble and the ball was on my foot, but I never touched the ball. And then I just seen everybody coming running after me, running at me. And then I want to say, I forgot who recovered it, but it ended up being a fumble. And then it was just then Corey Underland, he had told me, he was like, you scoop every ball, Yeah, so then after that was my learning moment of that situation.
There's not a lot of guys on this defense that have playoff experience. You've got, I think, 6 starts. So how might that translate kind of coming down the stretch here and once you guys make it in?
Really just stressing to the guys, we got to be desperate, because in the playoffs ain't nobody gonna lay down for us. We can't make the small mistakes, the simple mistakes. Everything got to be on point, and it just got to be, we got to hit the ground running.
Feel bizarre that you look at who the Colts are starting, and it's Phillip Rivers. You could have never imagined that at the beginning of the year or even a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, honestly, I thought it was going to be later down the line when they just threw him right in. But he's a great player, Hall of Famer, so it's going to be fun, to go out there and compete with him.
When you watched the film from last week, what did you notice about him despite him being 44?
He's not whatever decision he makes, he's gonna follow through with it. So I like that about him.
What kind of added juice does it give the defense after what happened last night with Seattle, knowing that you guys really control your own fate?
Oh yeah, that's all the juice we need. Just the knowing that we can get in there and compete for that number 1 seed. It's second to none.
And how do you just think the maturity of this defense has come along throughout the season? I mean, there have been some ups and some downs.
Oh, yeah, we've been through a lot of adversity. So just to see what we overcame and, stress to get 10 wins, it's just been a blessing, just to see what all the young guys can do, all the adversity they overcame and just how fast they picked up on everything.
Going up against a guy like Phillip Rivers, and what's your experience in playing him, and have you?
No, I haven't played him yet. It's funny, my uncle actually played for him. This was 06 to 09, I believe. He was a fullback, Andrew Pinnock. Blocked for Ladanian when they was all down there in San Diego. So it's kind of crazy, 10 years later. So looking forward to it. Always looking forward to playing against a vet.
Has your uncle told you anything about Phillip or just anything about this game?
I haven't talked to him yet since he put the pads back on. I got to try and holler at him, but that's funny.
Well, when you look at the film from last week, what do you see despite him being 44 years old?
He still knows where to put the ball. It's obviously the feet ain't there. We 40-something playing with our kids. I mean, it's a little different than 10, 15 years ago, but it's this don't change, for him. The mentality don't change, understanding coverages. The game is still slow to him, so.
Was that a guy that you watched growing up and just kind of remember those highlights?
Yeah, I got so many pictures of me with Chargers. I was a big Chargers fan because of LT and then my uncle. So, yeah, I watched a lot of Phillip growing up.
You have a Rivers jersey?
No, not Rivers. I wouldn't claim that. I got an LT jersey, though.
Monday night's game was already had a lot of importance because you were playing for a playoff spot. What does last night's Seahawks win? Does it give you guys added juice just because you guys can kind of control your own destiny now?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously it's a 1 week at a time, but we'd be lying if we say we weren't a little juiced up looking at our TVs last night. So for sure.
You're one of the guys that there's not many guys on defense that have playoff experience. You had a taste of it in New York. So how do you kind of rally or relay that to some of the younger guys? What might be coming once you make it there?
Yeah, I think it's just a seriousness in everything that we stressed anyway, which was every play. Like, you never know what that play is going to do, and affect the game. I think we all saw that last night. It's here, it's up, it's down. So just the seriousness of it, and know that, this may be the last time that this team is here together today.